All right. So first look of the day, we got asked and challenged to brew up some domain shadow. So we're gonna try that here. Got cards like Territorial Kavu, Tribal Flames to take advantage of us going 5 colors. We've got sideboard Stubborn Denials and Prismatic Endings. We've got our main creature threat, really similar to Jund Shadow with like Shadow, Ragavan, Tarmogoyf, single copy of Scourge of the Skyclaves, 4 Monastery Swift Spears to take advantage of all these spells we're casting. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and like jump into it and see what happens. It's been a really long time since I've played any sort of Shadow Zoo style deck, so I don't know how this is gonna go, but never know till you try. The advantage of a list like this is you're doing a lot more to just be more aggressive. Like, you're going more all in on this shadow plan instead of just like playing the tempo-y. Is this the fabled Suicide Zoo? It's closer, right? Like, my first impression is I think that this deck would be better if we cut the domain aspect of it and just went like harder in on the Swift Spears and things like that, and like leverage, become immense, battle rage more, found room for like Shadow of Mortality, and did that. But then we wouldn't be playing Tribal Flames. Someone's Ragavan's gonna steal our Tarmogoyf and I'm gonna cry. Why would you cry over that? I feel like we've had Tarmogoyf stolen before. We lived. Maybe. Can't remember. Tribal Flames yourself, play Shadow, best line. Or, Fetch Shock, Mutagenic Growth, their creature when they attack, play out Shadow. Pay 2 life for Mutagenic, of course, because we're not animals. What is it? We're not animals, we live in a society. Alright, we're going to find an opponent sometime. Alright. Match number 1. Finally. I've seen Mutagenic Growth paid for without life once. I mean, you might have witnessed a serial killer in the making. YOLO. We're on the draw. We'll draw a land. Breeding Pool Utopia Sprawl. I can't wait for them to Wrenn and 6, try to ping our Ragavan, and we get to Mutagenic Growth it. Or they just do that. Alright. Yeah, 17 lands is, fairly low. You have the Omnath. Renegade Rallier. Got there. Never didn't have it. We just snap kept this as a no fucks given stream, right? Like, heck yeah, we're snap keeping. What's the opponent gonna do? Kill us? A little bit rude, OP. A little bit rude. We could dash Ragavan into this Omnath and eat it. So this just kills us, right? They Vivian, sack Renegade Rallier, get the cat, Felidar Guardian, blink the Vivian, sack Omnath, get Kiki Jiki. Yeah. Alright. Game 2. Stub looks decent. We also really need to draw fetch lands. We do not want to draw a bunch of shock lands. Put my boarding out. Scourge, because they probably got Solitudes. Tribal Flames looks a little meh. Prepare to watch us flood in our 17 land deck right after that. Alright. Opponent mulliganed. We've got a chance. Go. If only there was a 3-mana red enchantment that could punish greedy mana bases in Modern. I mean, I wish, but the greedy mana bases, like, don't even get punished, right? Like, it's meant to punish the greedy mana bases, but the greedy mana bases are fine. I think we're just going to play out Kavu here. Like, the greedy mana bases get basic forest, Utopia Sprawl, or basic forest, Get out of here. Get out of here. How you like them apples? Alright, so we're attacking Ragavan at them, Kavu at Ren. Kavu's gonna discard Ragavan to draw. Alright, now what? I guess I'm just playing out a Tarmogoyf. Keep the pressure up. Watch, opponent's gonna do it again. They're gonna second Ren and 6. We're gonna laugh. Or they're just gonna Omnath, one of the two. Alright, we are discarding what? Oh, Tarmogoyf. Omnath out of here. Thoughtseize will take the other Omnath. Say go. Alright. Come on, second land. Come on, second land. I mean, I guess if they don't block the Tarmogoyf, they just die. So that's a plus. Hey, that gets second land. Alright. Swing. You are going to discard Shadow. And you're going to go down to 2, and we're going to present Lightning Bolt. Ah! Shadow Zoo too strong. Alright, I'm making any changes. Like, do I want Terminate? Terminate's probably just, like, better than Lightning Bolt. Just love this deck already. Is it really a monkey if it's been growth? More like a gorilla or King Kong? Ooh. King Kong's a good comparison. Alright. Guess we need to update the deck on Stream Decker. Stream Decker. Where did this one go to? Main shadow. Maybe Stubbs bad against Omnath. Omnath, sure, but it's great against, like, Wrenn and 6, Prismatic Ending, Vivian, that we all know are in their deck. So, we're kind of picking a battle here. They have Utopia Sprawl all 3 games. Alright. Stubborn denial. I hardly know her. I shuffled you away, Moto. Don't do this to me. That's a good sign for me. That's pretty good as well. So what are we drawing into? Wooded Foothills. Don't particularly want a Wooded Foothills. Oh, we get to Wrenn and 6 ping their Arbor Elf. So hot. Alright, so let's go Foothills. Fetch and shock in a Steam Vent. Get Blood Crypt. Play Wrenn. Ping Arbor Elf. Say go. Okay. Okay. Go for Teferi. Oh. Oh. We're doing it. We're doing it. I don't know what it is, but it's being done. Alright. So let's tick up Wrenn. Get back. Either one gets Steam Vents. Swing in. Renegade Rallier. So Rallier could get back Bobble. I don't think that's worth it. I think we just want to go Shadow Goyf. Go. It does get back a fetch, but it means I'm not playing both Shadow and Goyf, and I think this is more important. What you got? Topia Sprawl's fine. Is this killing us? This is killing us, isn't it? So I get to accomplice in Vivian. Well, we had a fun run. Had to have accomplice. So this gets back Guardian. Guardian blinks Vivian. Vivian gets Kiki Jiki off Karmic Guide. Or I guess I can just get Kiki Jiki off Guardian, copy Karmic Guide. We were so close. I'm honestly surprised they left in full combo against us. There's like one bolt there and they die. Almost had it. That would have been an epic first match. Oh, well. We see more than one deck, or one land, and the deck looks okay, right? So, something to build on. Oh. Trellin. That's not a Tron land. What we got on top? Mutagenic growth. Probably not what I want. Is Scalding Tarn replaceable with Arid Mesa? Probably. Mind Stone. That's a good draw. Evoke Despair, Lithiform Blight. So let's take Invoke Despair. Oh, are we gonna get to do it again? Are we gonna Shadow? They play Walking Ballista and we get to Mutagenic growth it? We gonna do the thing? I need this. I need this in my life. What? Walking Ballista on 2? That's crazy. Ooh. Alright, are we dashing in a monkey? No, we're just going to attack and play Kavu. So if they try to go for like pump up ballista, maybe we bolt it. Should have signed and blooded us. Gonna lithoform blight my blood crypt. I'd be so happy. Pop it on over here. Alright. We've already played a land drop for the turn, so it's probably a good spot for us. What do we got? Just need them to not have a fatal push. If I find another land, I can dash Ragavan. Do I want to dash Ragavan? Probably not. Let's ditch the Ragavan. Alright. So we'll go Battle Rage on the Shadow. Yep. Got there. Combo being a grave hate piece plus mini pyro is awesome. Was pretty sweet there. So got some stuff to bring in. What am I boarding out? Guess something like that. How good is Mutagenic better than Bolt? Problem with playing around Fatal Push is that this is Trellin and Fatal Push is a good card. Touche. Touche. Alright. Turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Goyf, turn 3 Flames, turn 4 Flames Bolt. Something like that. So let's get... What am I fetching here? So if I get Overgrown Tomb turn 1, I can get Sacred Foundry or Steam Vents turn 2. Any third fetch lets me play Spyro. That's a big old walking ballista. Steam Vents, play Goyf, go. If they don't play out Ballista this turn, I'm probably just Thoughtseizing it. Alright. We can go Thoughtseize. What on earth is this? Whenever you play a card, draw a card, your maximum hand size is 2. That is a magic card. So I can get that. Start the Tribal Flames. If we get in this attack with Goyf, they're dead. That's a bunch of Cabal Coffers. Tribal Flames! Tribal Flames! Oh man, that was great. Good balance of threats and spells and hand disruption, and easy as that. Deck's just too powerful. I mean, if we cash with this league, I'll probably agree. Like, I didn't think we were going to win a game. But, in fact, we've won 3 games and a match so far. Blizzard, what's up? We're playing a Tribal Flames Shadow list that we brewed right before we started, so... who knows how it's going yet. M Hawaii 05. Basically won 2 matches. We got scammed out of the first one. That's true. That's true. As someone who knows Dogfish, I recognize a scam when it hits. Mana's good. We got Swift Spear and Tribal Flames and Bolt and stuff, so. Burn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, how do I get from here to perfect mana? We've got Stomping Grounds, Steam Vents. One of these has got to get Sacred Foundry. So I just get Sacred Foundry first to play out Swift Spear. Sacred Foundry plus Overgrown Tomb gets me 4 of my 5, and then Scalding Tarn can get Steam Vents for the 5th. They're going to think it's a mirror. That's awesome. I want to have Mutagenic Growth in case they try to, like, Searing Blaze my Swift Spear here. No. My Swift Spear. Alright. Oh-ho. Not a great shape to be in. Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, so we're just gonna have to, I guess, Tribal Flames this turn. So we can try to Tribal Flames plus Mutagenic Growth next turn. I got a YouTube sub. Nice. For anybody who is not checking out the YouTube yet, we are trying to grow that channel. So if you want to support the channel by subbing to the YouTube, there's a link in chat now. Subbing on YouTube is free. Trying to get up to 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Post on there fairly regularly. This matchup seems abysmal, especially if we've got a Swift Spear start and not like a real spell start. All right. Do we have an out to this? No. Can't cast anything. We are dead. All right. Stubs are coming in. Prismatic Ending can come in. Do I want Spyro? Maybe. Eugenics out. Some number of Thoughtseize out. Maybe like one Spyro coming in. Keep in a couple Thoughtseize. What's our plan in this matchup? Guess this. So, do I just want to like bobble myself? If I see something I like, just pass with Tarn. If I see something I don't like, or if I see something I like, I can just go. Do I have to get the extra damage in though? I don't think there's like a great way to sequence this hand. Steam Vents I don't want. So we're just going to pass and fetch up a tapped Sacred Foundry. Tarn is better than Steam Vents. Now, what's my plan? I think I want to get Goyf down. So let Fetch Shock, play Goyf. Get Overgrown Tomb. If I get Overgrown Tomb here, then if they path Goyf, no, I can't get Overgrown Tomb off that. I have to get Stomping Ground. That's fine. Alright, bolt the Goyf. You know you want to bolt the Goyf. All your friends are talking about how cool bolting Goyfs is. They're like, yeah, you just point the bolt at it and it dies like 200% of the time. It's great. And you want to be that guy. You want to go to your friends and be like, I did it. I bolted the Goyf. And it worked. give in to temptation. No, no, the goif. The goif. Not the me, the goif. Some people just don't listen. Goif. Old goif. Alright, so we've got to prismatic ending this. Swing in. I'm gonna shock in and play a shadow. I'm in like not a great spot already, so my opponent's got like land, bolt, bolt, bolt. Yeah, you got it. Alright. Feels pretty dead to me. Four cards in hand. Play an Eidolon. Play an Eidolon. Come on. No. Bad one. I don't believe outside of playing like a bunch of collective brutalities, there's much we can do about that matchup. Which maybe that's the answer. Maybe this is the kind of deck that just like doesn't have a lot of play in certain matchups, and your only out is going to be to like board some pretty big haymakers for that one. What's the list? It is right here. It's Domain, Shadow, Zoo. We literally just brewed it up 2 minutes before we started this league. Needs some work. But we have won a match, and that part is hilarious. We, like, smoked Trellin, and it wasn't even close. He was on a mono black coffers. But our other two matches have been the 4-color Vivian combo deck, which we lost because turn 4 they had Arcbound Accomplice, or Apprentice, whatever it is, into Vivian, into combo off, and we didn't have a removal spell. And that was game 3. And then that last one was Burn, and we ain't beating Burn. On the draw. Sure. Just got to beat the matchups. Pick the matchups you want to beat, and I wouldn't count Burn as the top deck right now, right? My thought as well. All right. Watch them go for this this Unholy Heat. And we're going to Mutagenic growth this Ragavan like nobody's business. Read like a book. Like a book. What do you got? Second land Unholy Heat? Don't even care. Think I won't trade off with your Ragavan? Absolutely, I will. Silverback Gorilla King Kong confirmed. Ragavan plus mutagenic growth, too good for modern. Oh, and they don't have a second land. Oh. Alright. So do we want to get down Tarmogoyf, right? Because we can't grow this Kavu outside of bolt range. So if I get Overgrown Tomb, what's my plan here? Maybe I'm supposed to just play Kavu and like bait the second Unholy Heat. I want to get... I can't get Steam Vents and Sacred Foundry. I can't get all 4 colors. All 5 colors. So I think I'm just going to play out Kavu and try to like bait second removal spell. Maybe they haven't hit second land. Good start. Then Spell Pierce. No second land. Let's go. Alright. You're going to start exiling things. Go. I think opponent just accidentally skipped through their turn and scooped. I think that's what happened. Alright, so we got Terminate, Spyro, Stub, maybe a Soul Guide. Don't like Battle Rage. I want Mutagenic. Don't want Ragavan. Maybe I'll keep in like a couple Mutagenic. Well, Tribal Flames is also pretty bad. Spyro's the Control Freak special. Can't play Shadow without it. So when we were talking about brewing up this deck, Steven sent me a list from a while back, and I was looking at this like, this list is terrible. Like, it's running Watery Grave and stuff like that, and it's got 3 Spyro in the board. And he was like, this is the list you sent me like over a year ago for my 30 Days of Shadow special. And I was like, huh, I'm really bad at brewing Magic decks. But I decided to just keep the Spyros in the board for the heck of it. Alright, we're absolutely keeping this. Go. So we can get Steam Vents. That's fine. But I probably have to get a green source for Goyf. Oh. Opponent never saw it coming. Get that hearse on out of here. Be gone, thought. So close. So close. I'm going to double down, brew you a shadow list with 4 Spyro main board and 4 Young Pyro in the sideboard. I'm all about it. Like, I'd play that 200%. Like Mardu Pyro Shadow. Alright. I feel good about countering the hearse. Looks like they got a pretty tough decision on this iteration. "200% means you'll double queue in 2 leagues at once." Well, I don't know why it wouldn't mean that. Like, all right, bolt the Ragavan. Play the Scourge. Say go. Another iteration. Shadows Akimbo. Made me laugh more than it should have. Dual wielding shadows. Got a sawed off shadow in one hand and a 12 gauge shadow in the other. Alright, so they do have Delirium. So I can't Mutagenic Growth to save from an Unholy Heat. Cowboy with a big shadow on his hip. Are you holding on to your signed shadows or picking up the new ones and getting them signed? I want to pick up the new ones and get them signed. For sure. Are they... Oh, thank you, opponent. You're so kind to me. I love you. Fool you once, shame on me. Fool you twice, shame on you. Can we get a Tribal Flames off the top? I guess that's about as good, right? I want to get Stomping Ground, play Goyf plus Shadow. Bam. But yeah, I have like no intention of getting rid of my my signed shadows at all. But I do want to pick up a set of the new ones signed. I think they look pretty good. Alright. So opponent does have a very easy path to victory here with just like Murktide to block whatever we've got going on. Thought you didn't like foils, or are there non-foils? Are there not non-foils? I thought there were. Alright. So if they've got it all and have the Murktide too, this is going to be really rough. That's not a Murktide. They just have like 12 removal spells. Sheesh. Let's see. Do you think in general it's always better to play snow-covered basics, or are there arguments to go normal basics? I mean, I say go with whatever you enjoy looking at when you're playing your leagues or whatever. But I know, like, Spike has pointed out that there's always the chance you could, like, hit a Ice Fang Coatl off your opponent's 4-color pile deck and be able to, like, give it Death Touch if you're running snow-covered. So there's, like, no downside to playing snow-covered. But I think 99 times out of 100, it's personal preference. Pretty rough spot here. Hope you top deck like a bolt. Alright, so they've got nothing. I can Mutagenic. Battle Rage is 8, 9, 10. So trivial that what you like and having a good time and enhancing your mood might be about the same percentage. You can cast Ice Fang or On Thin Ice. Right. Like, I've never had it come up in all the games that I've cast Ragavan that I needed snow covereds. So I don't think I'm gonna like choose to play basics I don't like looking at because of snow coverage. Alright. We'll scoop it up here. Tribal Flames looks a little bit better in the hand or in the face of a bunch of birds. Do I want? We saw Magus of the Moon that they ditched at one point. Do I want to, like, keep in a couple Ragavans just for that? Like, Ragavan's probably better than Swift Spear. Especially on the play. Going a little all over the place with this sideboard. With this sideboarding. Get our basic forest here. Alright, so we can get Overgrown Tomb. Opponent Mold. Good start for us. Kept 6. Stomping Ground, I don't particularly want. So I guess I'm gonna have to get Sacred Foundry off this. Or I could get Blood Crypt, right? Blood Crypt's fine. Yeah. Blood Crypt's probably best, actually. Alright, so let's play Forest, Goyf, say go. Now we've got blue with Steam Vents, we can get white with Bloodstained Mire. It's Hearse. Oh, sure. Okay. Kind of want to do that. Like Spyro, Ditch, Soul Guide, Bolt. It just like goes wide in the face of this EE. And if they play Blood Moon right here, like I'm not mad about it. You got it. I should have Tribal Flames first to put Sorcery in the yard. Pretty bad on my part. Yeah, opponent taking a turn off to cast Blood Moon here is like A-okay with me. Let's start here. Tribal Flames for 2. Yeah. You'd be scared. Poppy E. Yep. Alright. If they'd gone for like a consider there, I would have bolted them in response. Fury. That one's a little rough. So, I guess I'm just bolting here. Am I? Nah, we'll wait. Alright, that Spyro token's back. They do have second island, which is a little unfortunate. third island. Looks like a Murktide. Yep. Alright. Back Spyro tokens. Blood Moon Sag? Nah, Blood Moon great. Blood Moon just what we needed to cast all our bolts. Alright. We need to feed the kids. I don't want this league going negative. Well, I guess we got Bobble. We're on the draw. Not horrible. It's not great. Got a Ragavan. Yep. That's going to be pretty rough for us. Never mind. Not that it matters here. Should have done it upkeep, whatever. They're gonna attack into our Swift Spear. Oh, own it. Out of here, Ragavan. Get out of here. That's a bunch of not great cards. Yeah. Let's attack. I'll just pass. We don't have any ways of dealing with this Tarmogoyf from the main outside of like finding a shadow or something to just get bigger. So the last card is a Maelstrom Pulse. If I Thoughtseize the Pulse, then I can't like fetch or shock in a land for this Goyf. So I think I have to take the hit off this. Draw into a green source. They just have like another Tarmogoyf. Alright. Jund Midrange. Spyro great. Prismatic great. Terminate great. Maybe we want some subs. We saw Abrupt Decay, which is like a really awkward one for Jund Midrange. Something like that. If I can just suggest one thing, we need at least 18 lands. Maybe. Or like, I'd say 17 lands is fine if we got on a more focused game plan and put like Street Wraith, Shadow of Mortality, something like that. Alright, hand's good. Dudes for days. Alright, so I want to get Sacred Foundry, Overgrown Tomb. So this gets me Sacred Foundry so I can bolt if they have a turn 1 Ragavan. This gets me Overgrown Tomb so I can play out a Goyf on turn 2 or a 4/4 Kavu. 4/4 Kavu is probably better. No, she's supposed to play out the Ragavan. Alright, so I think I'm going to be conservative here. I don't have any shadows in hand, so like there's not a huge need to go crazy with my life total. I can see cutting the Scourge for the 18th land. I'd be fine with that. Alright, let's swing in with Goyf. Got like an Abrupt Decay. Nope. Am I supposed to play around Maelstrom Pulse? Like, not playing Goyf, plays into Lily, plays around Maelstrom Pulse. I think I'm just going to make them have it. Yeah, like, not playing Goyf plays into, like, Abrupt Decay and stuff like that. Yep. Alright. Don't damnation me, please. Alright. We need this one to end up in the positive. Stub looks a lot worse since I know that they've got Abrupt Decay. I'm just going to board in Third Thoughtseize on the draw. It's not great. It's fine. Terminate. I want to terminate. I'm going to try to find a bolt. Alright, so they hit with Ragavan. I can play, like, Shadow next turn, hold up Stubborn Denial. But it's not a hard Stubborn Denial. This does hold up hard Stubborn Denial, which is kind of hilarious. So I can Mutagenic Growth the Ragavan and stub something. But I think I'm just going to let this happen. Got it. Would you like my Shadow or my Spyro? Got it. Oh, baby. So, if I take a Lily, I have to fetch and shock. Down to 6 to get an Overgrown Tomb and play Shadow. Do not have Teamer Battle Rages in the deck. You know, the last two cards are K-Command, Maelstrom Pulse. Get out of here. Oh, that's so bad in the face of Maelstrom Pulse. Dang. So bad in the face of Maelstrom Pulse. I just pulse my shadows, K command me for lethal with the Ragavan attack. Who's playing Maelstrom Pulse nowadays? Sure. Alright. Oh, 2-3 is not the worst for an untested brew. But I think some of the concerns I had before we started the league kind of showed up. Like, the domain part of the deck's just not worth all of the, like, messed up mana. Kavu's kind of cool, but I don't like playing Kavu as like a payoff for going domain when I could just have smoother mana and play something like relatively similar. Tribal Flames is okay. Burned out like one player. It was 2 mana, deal 2 against Murktide with Blood Moon. But I think the deck just needs to focus more. Like, the mana's all over the place trying to get domain online. If I were going to rebuild this, what would I do? I would probably cut all of this, get the 18th land in, get like 4 Dragon's Rage Channeler, some Become Immense, something like that, and go that route. I would always play Scion and Draco in a domain deck. Scion is really underwhelming if you're not getting it down till turn 3. And only getting it down a small amount of the time. Like the 20 land decks that are running Triomes, Scion's great. Card's phenomenal in those decks. But you can't run a bunch of Triomes with like Ragavan, Shadow, Swift Spear, Thoughtseize. But yeah, I think that's the route I would take, is try to do something like those, add and the last one was the 18th land. Which, I mean, if you're doing this route, you just cut like some of these off kilter lands. You might keep the Stubborn Denials. Those were kind of cool. So maybe we could keep the Steam Vents. Replace the Tarns with like Verdant Catacombs and go that way. Could also try like cutting Dragon's Rage Channeler for Shadow of Mortality. Sideboard. I really like Spyro. Spyro's been really good for me recently. Probably go up to the third copy of that in the board. Or if you wanted to run no Shadow of Mortalities, keep this configuration. You could cut the Spyro, run Kahira, or not Kahira, Giganta, and find a couple more spots in there. But that's just like initial 2 cents of the deck after whopping 1 league. Out of here.